One summer night in the Rocky Mountains, 12-year-old Emily lay outside her family's camping tent, gazing at the Milky Way spilling across the sky. "Dad, what was the world like at the very beginning?" she asked, pointing to the diamond-studded canopy above. Her father set down his star chart, his eyes softening with warmth. "There's a story from faraway lands in the east that might just answer that." In the chaos, Pangu lost track of how long he'd slumbered. Thick darkness surrounded him, as if he were trapped in a warm, eternal egg. His limbs merged with the chaos, and with each breath, he felt a sticky, fluid substance coursing through him. The first time his fingertips brushed his chest, the warm throb of his heartbeat startled him. He had existed all along, just never truly awoken. "It's too stifling here." Pangu's voice rippled through the chaos, sending tiny tremors outward. He reached out and felt a stone axe in his hand form from the very essence of his soul, its rough grooves etched with the code of impending order. As the axe first cleaved through the void, stone chips collided with the egg-like chaos, sparking tiny golden lights. He didn't yet know. This was the first glimmer of the universe's light. Each swing of the axe felt like a battle against the entire chaos. As the blade struck, the pure and turbid airs began to separate. The lighter, yearning mist rose upward, forming cool, transparent clouds. The heavier, earthy sediment sank with his footprints, hardening into damp, clay-like clumps. Pangu soon realized his body grew in tandem with the world. When the sky rose a foot, he towered a foot taller. When the earth thickened an inch, his muscles strengthened an inch more. After countless cycles, though there were no sun or moon yet, Pangu finally touched something not chaos. Above him stretched a clear dome, a massive, solidifying blue crystal. Beneath him lay soft earth, where the first trickle of spring water seeped from the soil, ding-donging through his toes. He smiled, the universe's first smile, making the newly formed mountains tremble gently. But heaven and earth were still fragile. Pangu saw that whenever he rested, the sky sagged and the earth heaved upward. So he chose the most stubbornly steadfast path, using his own body as a pillar, head reaching for the sky, feet rooted in the earth. His bones thundered as they grew, muscles tearing and healing as they stretched. His sweat soaked the newborn soil, letting the first grass sprout from between his fingers. Emily was entranced. So he held them apart the whole time. Her father nodded, until he knew the world was ready. When Pangu felt heaven and earth steady at last, he knew his task neared its end. No longer the infant born from chaos, he was now a giant who spanned sky and earth. He looked out at his creation. In the distance rose the first true mountain, built from the debris of his axe swings. Beneath him, the earth crisscrossed with streams, rivers of his sweat, finally set free to run. "It's time to give the world more," Pangu murmured, his voice not sad, but relieved. For the first time, he lay down on the earth, smiling at the settling sky, a smile brighter than the stars. And then, he began his final, most magnificent transformation. As his left eye rose, the first sunlight pierced the eternal dimness, lighting the first butterfly emerging from the soil. Where his right eye fell, silver moonlight spilled, gilding the first blooming flowers. His breath became morning mist and evening wind, dancing through valleys. The last swallow of chaos in his throat turned into hidden mineral veins, waiting for future life to uncover. When his body fully merged with the world, the most magical transformation unfolded. From his hair grew the first forest, pine needles still holding his final warmth. From his veins surged the first great river, waves whispering the stories he never finished. Even his closed eyelashes became rolling terraces, waiting for seeds to take root. So the land under our feet is part of the giant's body? Emily wondered, touching the dirt outside the tent, her fingertips tingling with strange warmth. Her father picked up a pine needle and placed it in her hand. In Eastern wisdom, humans and nature are never separate. See how the needle's veins look like the giant's blood vessels. The earth's scent is like his lingering breath. In the distance, a deer stepped from the woods, its hooves glistening with dew. Emily suddenly remembered the story's details. Pangu's hair became trees, his sweat became rain. Did his heartbeat still thrum deep in the earth? So, when we protect forests and rivers, we're protecting part of the giant, right? Her eyes shone like dewdrops in moonlight. Her father smiled, pointing to the Milky Way. Every civilization has its creation story, but they all say the same thing. We come from nature, and we must give back to it. Pangu didn't become a god in the sky. He became mountains and rivers, because in the East, the greatest power is the tenderness that lets life endure. As the night deepened and the campfire died, Emily's eyes stayed bright. Gazing at the stars, she imagined each one as Pangu's eye, gently watching the world he'd birthed with his life. In the distance, the river roared onward to the sea, unchanged for millennia, a poem of life, sacrifice, and eternity written by the giant's endless blood in the earth.